Hello friends, and welcome back to Fresh Perspective. Today I want to unpack another side of pain. We're going to view it in a whole different light, and I hope that will give you another tool to try and deal with the pain in your life and utilize it to help you grow. Up to now I've talked about pain in a positive way because I wanted just to challenge this idea that we only see pain as a negative thing. So we looked at slow pain, who has the message that tells us to pay attention because something is wrong. And that usually has to do with things we have to deal with from the past. We looked at grow pain, which tells us keep going because you're doing something important. And that usually has to do with things in the future, meaning things that we strive for, goals that we want to achieve, dreams that we have. So when you look at it that way, pain can be your mentor or your master. So when pain is your mentor, it helps you, obviously, it guides you, it equips you. And it uses different things to do that, but it challenges you to be a disciple of pain. When pain is your master, you are a slave to it. So what do I mean by this? When pain is your master and you are a slave to it, it means that pain uses fear to paralyze you. And mostly it's got to do with two kinds of fear, or two things we fear. Either rejection or failure. Those are the most common things that we fear that paralyze us. So it stops us from taking action because it paralyzes us. And that inaction disconnects us. It disconnects us from our past, and it disconnects us from our future, and actually also disconnects us from the present. Because when you are paralyzed and you don't take action, you can't connect. You can't connect with yourself or other people or any part of your life. And obviously there's a whole gradient in terms of the extent that we do this. But when you do that, when you don't take action and that disconnect happens, it causes isolation, it causes alienation, and it causes loneliness. So isolation is about protecting ourselves. So because of the fear, we build walls to keep all the bad stuff out. But when you build a wall to keep bad stuff out, you also block all the good stuff, because that wall doesn't differentiate between the good and the bad. It only helps to protect you. It creates this feeling of safety, the sense of safety. It tells you that you are protected, but it blocks all the good stuff that actually also can enter your life. And that isolation causes loneliness, because you isolate yourself so much that you're alone. On the other hand, we have alienation. What I mean by that is when you feel so different that you avoid other people, or you think you are so different that people won't accept you, that they'll reject you. You feel alien, you feel weird. So even when you are between other people, among other people, you can feel lonely. So the big thing that this creates is loneliness in the end. Loneliness, sorry. What about pain as a mentor? It challenges you to be a disciple so you can learn, and it uses friction instead of fear. Friction, what I mean is it challenges you to take action. So it's the friction between the past and the present, knowing that what happened in the past hurt you and affected you, and is causing you to act a certain way in the present. That friction is actually what you need. Also, when it's between the present and the future, in terms of growth pain, That friction, when you rub your hands together, it generates heat, or it converts the energy of the movement into heat. So a friction is actually what you need. You need that resistance. If you take the path of least resistance, it causes you to not act, and you stop. On this side, you embrace the friction. You understand that it's hard. There will be resistance, and you need that resistance to grow and to heal. So you embrace it. So ultimately, what I'm challenging you to do today in this session is to take action. Choose to be a disciple. Choose to make pain your mentor instead of being a slave and allowing pain to be your master. Because it tells you that it's keeping you safe, but actually it's isolating you, alienating you, and causing you to feel alone. But when you take action, it means that you listen to that pain. If it's slow pain, telling you something is wrong, take action. Talk to someone, go see someone, read up, and engage with it. Feel those feelings that you need to feel, even though it's not pleasant, it's bad feelings. But by feeling them, you are actually dealing with the pain, you're extracting those lessons, and you always have a choice in that. When it comes to grow pain, the future, take action. If there's a dream that you want to pursue, break it up in small steps. And just challenge yourself to take that one little step today. There will be resistance, there will be friction, and you need that. That's good. That's what generates the growth and the healing when you do that. Well, once again, thank you for joining me. I hope this gives you another look at life, and especially pain, and equips you to better deal with it. I'll see you again next time. Cheers.